Hello everybody, welcome to Global Cajon. I hope you find this chapter interesting. Enjoy! This silly explanation will make you memorize this concept. Here I have a pattern play with the cajon. Let's say that the cajon is the gray spray. Now I have a drummer with a much bigger sound and a wider range than the cajon, and he plays the same groove. Let's say that the drummer is the black spray. This is what the drummer does. He plays the same, giving the same message, but with stronger tools. If I go back to the cajon, represented by the gray spray, and paint on top of the black letters, I won't make the drawing more powerful. In other words, if I play the same thing as the drummer, I'm not going to help the groove. But what if I use the gray to do something different? Now we are helping the message be even more powerful and expressive. That's my approach when I have to play my cajon along with the drummer. Not playing the same thing or anything that says what he's saying. It's better to do something supportive to enhance the feeling of the groove. Let me give you a few examples. when you are going to play cajon along with a drummer, there's an idea that might help you every time, which is the drummer most of the times and the bass and everybody hits the one of whatever pattern you are playing or whatever time signature. The one is a strong note most of the times. So if you also play one, you are not giving anything else. You are not helping at all because you can't be stronger than a kick drum. So a good idea is, regardless of the time signature you are playing in, accent in the bass the last eighth note. If you are playing a 7/8, you play the 7 in the bass. If you are playing a regular 4/4, you accent in the bass the 4 end, which is the last eighth note. If you are playing a 23/8, the 23rd accented. And that feels like a pickup for the rest of the band. It's pretty interesting. And then you make up whatever pattern you want, but try to do that exercise. Accent the bass instead of in the 1 in the last eighth note. Imagine a 4/4. You know, if you do that, most of the time you are going to fit between the hits of the drummer, and that's going to help a lot. Now let's see a few examples where, regardless of the pattern I'm playing or regardless of the time signature we are in, I am playing the last eighth note on the bass. Let's check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When we are playing along with a drummer, we don't only play different, as we just saw, we also should rethink about the set we are using. Doesn't make sense to take the same set we use regularly if there's a drummer, because there are some things that he's already doing. There are some frequencies, low, range, or highs, like, you know, the kick drum and the toms or the cymbals that he's already putting there, and it really is terrible when there are two different subdivisions with cymbals, for example, or too much information in the low frequencies. So for example, you should, in those situations, think more about mid-range instruments like bongos, congas, the high part of the cajon maybe, because you add more to the music there than going into the strings, because there's a drummer doing that. Also, when you have to record to a click and there's a drummer, it's better if you stick to the drummer more than sticking with the click. Although it might seem not correct, but really doesn't really add much to the music if you go perfectly with the click if the drummer doesn't. What's the point of being perfect if you don't go with the rest of the band? So, in other words, playing along with a drummer is completely a new scenario, and it requires a complete new set of skills in terms of approach, sound, performance, and set.
Everybody gone bad, situation, aggravation, everybody allegation in the street, on the news, everybody dog food, bang bang, shot that, everybody's all mad. Hey. Skinhead, deadhead, everybody's gone bad, situation, aggravation, everybody speculation in the street, on the news, everybody dog food, bang bang, shot.
In this chapter, we learned that if you want to bring something to the table when playing cajon with another drummer, you have to play or say something that is not being said already. As if you were going to paint something in a wall that already has a painting. Well, I hope you enjoyed this chapter. You can find many other chapters of the Global Cajon method in my YouTube channel. Also in my website or Facebook, you can find the index to see all the chapters. See you around. Adios. Maybe you want to try to do